Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life. Um, in today's video, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. The first one is basically how grateful I am for having the opportunity to tutor a few people and like help them out with their projects, especially when it comes to machine learning and stuff. I really think that this is helping me a lot because it's allowing me to like just work on the topics, and it's like I cannot procrastinate because it's just a commitment and I'm committing my time to helping these other people out. And so it's not basically my becoming better is not just dependent on me, but I have other people involved, and I owe it to them to give them the best possible experience and help them achieve their goals. And so this is genuinely an experience that's been so enriching, and I'm super grateful to have had the opportunity to do it. I mean, the reason I'm saying this because today I spent like 4 hours teaching, and it was quite fun. I really enjoyed it because today was a public holiday um, here in France, and basically, if I hadn't spent those 4 hours teaching, I would have spent them, I don't know, probably procrastinating and just watching something, not feeling too good about myself. So I'm super glad that I had those 4 hours, and plus I'm getting paid, even if it's a modest amount. I mean, modest amount depends on how you define it, but yeah, it was super worth it, and I hope basically like this is basically helping me increase the volume, my volume in terms of working on these topics, and basically it's just been so valuable to be able to, I don't know, learn through teaching and just get comfortable with not knowing everything and still being able to bring value to the students, and it helps me a lot with my imposter syndrome because I realized that I know much more than I thought I did, and basically gives me confidence in my abilities. So I'm super grateful for that, and it just feels good being able to help other people, and even more so in a topic that I'm super interested in and that generally sparks my curiosity. So that's one thing. Um, the next thing that I wanted to talk about today is I noticed today that basically, like, I do these things where, like first of all, today was a absolutely gorgeous day. There was some sun out. It was not like too warm, but um, that's the best that you. Actually, I think that was really good weather because I like it when it's not too warm. I mean, it was not too warm. It was cold. That's funny how I'm saying it's not too warm, but it was actually like 10 degrees Celsius outside. So I mean, not cold, not super cold as compared to like winter time. But it was quite colder than summer, basically. Um, anyway, it was gorgeous outside, and I think my favorite time to watch YouTube videos is during the day because that's when I feel inspired, and especially like watching Mattia Vela and like some other travel videos and stuff like this, especially in this kind of weather that we had today, like just made me super happy. It was 100% worth it. Also, today I worked a bit on this video that I've been working on for a while. So I think like today I made some good progress. I think I have a plan forward. I know I've been working on this. I mean, working on this. I have not really been working on this too much, but in terms of hours, but it's been on my mind a lot, and I've been gathering thoughts and ideas on how to make it good. And also today, I think to help me supercharge, like to try to overcome that procrastination and like mental block. I used ChatGPT, the GPT-4 version to help me maybe put together a script based on all of the material that I've gathered. So I have this like huge Notion page with lots of ideas and like points that I want to talk about. And basically, it really helped today to just have a coherent script. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna keep all of it, obviously. I'm gonna add my own flair to it, but it's super helpful to have something to build on. And I think for this week, my main intention is to address the what is AI, and more specifically so I have 3 sections in what is AI, and basically the first section is about cognitive abilities, the second section is about motor skills, and the third section is about um, uh, emotional and social abilities. And so basically I get too overwhelmed when I think about it as a whole. So my goal, I guess, for this weekend is just to have a finalized script for section 1 of this first section of the video. And I think I'm pretty close to there, thanks to Chat GPT. I think one thing that will help me, I think my next milestone would be just filming that portion. I think that would be a cool milestone to just get me excited again and get some momentum, because I feel like I haven't had that much momentum on this video in a while, and it's been dragging on and on. But it's okay. It's my first real video, real essay style video, and it's okay for it to take as long as it's taking. So that's something that I'm trying to be okay with. So also, I think one thing that is kind of cool, that I was listening to a few podcast episodes today, and like there was I think who was it? There was this guy on the How I Write podcast that's hosted by David Perel, and he was talking about so who is this guy? It's Jimmy Soni. So he wrote the book about PayPal. So I think it was called The Founders or something like this. Is it The Founders or I think let me just double check that. Yeah, The Founders by Jimmy Soni. Podcast episode is freaking amazing. I love listening to these podcast episodes on the How I Write podcast because it's not only about writing, but I think like the advice that they give is also about making videos, and so it's been giving me lots of ideas and like um, aspirations when it comes to making videos online and just trying to make good videos. So yeah, that's been super helpful. Anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I think I really resonated with this idea that he was talking about, that people like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman, that were all like founders of PayPal, or were involved in some fashion in PayPal. They all like treat their work, their business, as if they were professional athletes, but professional athletes at their job. So, and that really resonated with me, because basically, like, he talked about this idea of like, when you're a professional athlete, you do reps, you do sets, and you think about recovery. And these people think about business in the same way, and thinking about work or even YouTube videos like this really does help, stick with the long-term vision and like keep going even when it's a slump. Like for me, uh, uh, like just to keep trying to create this YouTube video that's so painful for me to create. So painful, and like just because I'm trying to find the good flow and make it resonate in a way that makes it like basically really really tight in terms of flow and ideas, and that's okay that it's taking this long, uh, because it's super helpful to view the things that you do the same way that a professional athlete treats their body. And yeah, basically that really resonated with me. The second thing that I thought was super interesting was this idea of like motivating yourself by raising the stakes on the delivery of your work. So maybe for me, a way to raise the stakes on this YouTube thing and getting it done is, I don't know, like the way that he suggested, like if you don't like that's what he did for to basically write 1,000 words a day for 100 days in a row. Is that uh, he uh, he made a deal with one of his friends that if he doesn't write those 1,000 words a day for like for the period that he needed to write it to write it for, basically he was gonna donate $200 to a cause that he absolutely hates, like that he finds absolutely abhorrent, and basically just like the idea of like thinking that like finding the worst cause, like the cause that you hate the most in the world, to drive your positive actions because you're trying to like it's playing to this loss aversion thing that we have as humans. Like we're wired to avoid loss versus seek out gain, and so you know framing gains in terms of loss aversion uh, is a good way to get things going, to uh, I don't know, take advantage of our psychology to get things uh, to get the things that you need to do done. So to get the things that are important but not urgent done, because those are the things that ultimately matter the most, and those are the things that I struggle the most with doing. And for good reason, because these things that are that are the ones that are gonna have the biggest, highest impact are the things that are the most um, uh, that it takes like the most mental energy to do. Not in terms of, like it can be something easy, but maybe there's a mental barrier to doing it that you need to break through, that I need to break through in order for these things to happen. And so yeah, it's just been like just such a fascinating way to think about this. And I always like sometimes I don't feel like listening to a podcast, but when I do, my mind is completely blown and I come out completely energized from this. And also I think today I was thinking about, you know, what am I like it's a question that I've been thinking about for a couple of days, like what am I doing all of this for? And I think my ideal life would be just a life where I can read, um, you know, work out, have fun, play a lot, do the things that I think are fun, hang out with people that I love, and just basically uh, do things of value, but things of value that I think are fun and that are the right fit for me. And also not work too much, like just spend most of the day just playing and like I don't know, traveling, swimming, like working out, um, playing basketball, playing ping pong, like just being active. I think that's when I'm the happiest. And basically, that's definitely the kind of life that I would like. Basically, just be free to do, I mean, as I please, and like basically just build a life where my basic needs are taken care of by default. Um, and yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. So just trying to find my way there. Uh, baby steps. I mean, this is a journey, and it's okay if I don't have it all figured out right now. But yeah, just keep going. All right, don't give up, or like just stick with it. I know that you can do this. I know that sometimes it can be a bit hard. It can be lonely, and you might feel like you're not going anywhere, and like all of this stuff is basically pointless. But I promise you that you are making good progress, and look at how far you've come. You've done so many things that you never thought that you could do, and you're gonna do so many more things that you don't think right now that you can do, and that's okay because it's just a process of life, and you got this. It's like you just have to keep believing, keep trying, um, just keep hoping, and not getting too I don't know, too wrapped up in the good, nor too wrapped up in the bad on the way there, because like as I've talked about in yesterday's video, I tend to like maybe interpolate too much, and then after that interpolation about what could possibly happen, like the huge potential that I have, basically be disappointed by my current reality where I have not reached that potential yet, and just try not to get too carried away in either direction, and just keep going no matter what. So it's always a balance to be stricken by between the drive towards something and like the excitement from thinking about all of the possibilities, and also just putting your head down, not thinking about that, not thinking about the big picture, but just doing the day-to-day work that will get you there, and not getting too wrapped up in that and forgetting about the big picture so that you can just focus on the work that's in front of you and what needs to be done right now, and maybe just start daydreaming for a little bit while you're doing the execution, and then resume the daydreaming when when you are done with the execution. So those are the things that have been on my mind. As you can see, I'm pretty tired. It's almost 2 a.m. 1:41 a.m. I need to go to sleep because tomorrow is a work day, and I'm gonna go into the office in the afternoon. And so in the meantime, I need to get some sleep. I need to go do a 20-minute rowing session in the morning / towards lunch, so that in the afternoon I can go to the office and I can work there, and we're gonna have a team dinner, so that should be fun. But anyway, yeah, that's all wanted to share. That's all I wanted to share today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. But for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.